We think gender equality is a good for the world, that being healthier, connected, equitable men, we're better to ourselves, we're better to our partners, we're better to our children, and the world is a better place. So what we've been trying to do is to say, how do we look upstream to make it possible that men can be the involved caregivers that they want to be? And I think, like Charles's work, we start with the assumption that most men do want to be caring, connected, support their children, be involved in the daily hands-on care work. We start with this premise: men's caregiving is good for gender equality. It's good for women's economic and political empowerment. It's good for children. It's good for men themselves. Men who report close connected relationships with their children report that they have better health. Their mental health is better. They're less likely to get involved in certain harmful practices or behaviors. What are the things we need to change to make it possible? We need to look at parental leave policies. We do a lot of advocacy around that. Leave that offers equal days for dads. We work on trying to build this into poverty alleviation programs. And then how do we change the narratives about it? You mentioned Robert Woods Johnson as a supporter of this. We're working with support from them at the moment on a study on how fathers are portrayed in US television, and particularly looking at, kind of the racism that's often present, the myths about, the so-called deadbeat dad. How can we start that conversation earlier? That boys learn that, our emotional vocabulary is not restricted to being angry or ecstatic, that we have lots of other emotions in between.